Back to the channel, you guys. We got this beautiful 1UZ cylinder head here. We're gonna do some quick tips and tricks on how to change the valve guide seals, what tools to use. Let's get started. Okay, so one of the first tools we're gonna be using is a valve spring tool. So this kit is a 36050 off of Amazon. It's the same as the Lyle 36050. There's two different sizes here. If you look here, you'll remove this. This will go over the spring, and then you'll just compress it. It's magnetic and it catches the keepers for you. This one's the large one, so we're going to actually be using the small one. It also comes with a Mercedes adapter for Mercedes. Same thing here. Pop that out. I've already got one off, but we'll show you guys how this works. So first thing you want to do when you're doing a valve guide seals on these 1UZs, it's really easy. I just roll up a nice rag, whatever cloth you have. Make sure you got down on some cardboard so you're not scratching the surface of the cylinder head. And I just throw this under the valves themselves, whichever valves I'm working on. That'll keep the valve up while you compress the spring. Show you how easy this thing works. Okay, so again, you're gonna take the piece out. This is magnetic, so we're gonna put it right over the valve spring. And you can use a rubber mallet if you want. I find I just like that. Just push down. Catches your keeper right there. This one actually got stuck. It's kind of magnetized, so it got stuck to the seat there. But then what you want to do is get yourself a little small magnet, and you can pull these keepers out of the tool. Just like that. So that's going to be the first tool for doing this job. Go ahead and keep these all organized. Now the next tool is going to be, this is also from Amazon. I'm not affiliated or anything with these tools. This is a DasBet valve stem seal, handles and adapters. It is a X002 VLG0W9. So what this is, this comes with a pair of pliers to go ahead and pull the valve seals out, an installer with different attachments depending on what you're doing. And it's deep enough, these installers are deep enough to be able to leave the valve in place and just go around it and install the new seal. You're also going to want, before you do an install, get yourself a little, that's got motor oil in it, just a little oiling can to oil the new seals. Today we're going to be using evergreen valve guide seals. We got all 32 there. So we'll show you how these pliers work. Super simple, real long neck. They got little teeth to help grab. Just gonna reach down there, grab just around the seal itself, give it a good squeeze, and you're just gonna kind of twist and pull up. And there you go. It's just literally as simple as that. And you can see that seal was pretty bad, pretty worn out. So now what we'll do is we're gonna oil up 2 new seals, and we'll place the new seals on using the installer, and then we'll reinstall the springs and we'll move along. So if you guys were going to pull the valves out, you would use one of these, depending on the diameter of your valve. And this would go in the valve hole to help center as you install the seal. Now I'm doing it with the valves still installed. So you're going to use, this is the 10mm adapter, and you can see it's got a really deep hole. So this will actually go all the way down over the valve and still install the seal. It's got a really nice little seat. You can see here. So that seat will sit right there, and you'll be able to press these in real nicely. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and thread this on the installer. I'm going to try it without a hammer if possible. If they don't seat all the way, then we'll give it a little tap with a hammer. But what you want to do is, I like to just put a dab of oil on the valve stem so it's not dry. There you go. It will smoke a little bit when you first run these. just because you are putting oil on everything, but that'll burn off. And then I just kind of lubricate the seals themselves. Just like that. What you're gonna do, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna place this right over the valve. Grab your tool. And go down until they're seated. Okay. Okay, so I actually ended up trying the, if I can figure out, oh, I left it over here. One second. So you can use that number 10. You got to be really careful. I actually ended up tearing one right here. So that exterior one, you can't really tell where they stop. You don't feel them click. So it ended up tearing. So now I got to buy another set of these for the next head. Luckily, we have more than enough to finish this head up. So I went ahead and went over to, this is a number 6 out of the kit. And it actually works a lot better, so I wanted to demonstrate that as well. So I would recommend just popping the valves out. Make sure you keep them in order, but pop your valves out there. We'll go ahead and yank these old seals out. 1 and 2. Okay, so what's nice about this number 6 is it's the exact same size as our valve stem. So we just add a little drop of oil to this so it doesn't get stuck on the seal. Your seal goes in, there's a nice lip. Just like that, the spring will rest right against that and you're gonna actually press against there. This fits beautifully and centers the tool, but you can actually feel these ones click. I'll try to be quiet so you guys can hear it, but you can feel these ones click in. There, just like that. Done. Then I kind of just twist and pull out. Usually there's enough oil still left on this thing to go ahead and do the next one. Center it in the hole. Okay, twist, pull out. Then you can just lean the head forward. Valve on the right, there's the valve on the right. Push it up through the new seal. Just like that. So I actually prefer that way. It's one extra step, but you won't tear your seal. Again, I got the first few done without tearing, but got it over to right here and it tore, so we're just gonna do it this way from now on. So just a little tidbit of advice. Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your spring, make sure you go back the same way it came off. I put the bottom down against the table. You go ahead and preset your keeper in here, and what we're gonna do is there's actually, I'm gonna go ahead and set this one in here. And get my magnet, grab that one out of there. There we go. I want to make sure this stays square, and you're going to put these in. And there you go. It's literally that easy, you guys. You see, it's the keeper is in there. They're both there. What I like to do is take this back out and give it a couple little pushes. Make sure everything stays centered and connected. And there you go. See if you guys can see that really well. It's literally as simple as that. Well, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and finish off this cylinder head. We still got a couple bolts holding the other head on. We'll get that unbolted. We're gonna finish these all up, put all new seals in. The process is exactly the same for the intake as it is for the exhaust. On some UZ models, depending on what year, the valve seats are different sizes, so be aware of that. Sorry, not the valve seats, but the valve seals are different sizes, so be aware that there is an intake and an exhaust. Other than that, this is JP Street and Performance, where dream cars are built, not bought. From the first cut to the final pass, we'll catch you guys on the next project.